Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about why it is relatively easy to solve the Rubik's Cube with the use of methods. So what I mean by that is there's 43 quintillion different permutations of the Rubik's Cube, but if any of you are watching, you definitely know that you did not have to memorize that many algorithms in order to learn how to solve the cube. So there are two things that kind of contribute to this. The first is kind of what the method is breaking it down into smaller chunks. And what that does is the more chunks you have, the easier or the less things you need to learn in order to solve the cube. So that's why there are more steps in the beginner's method than the advanced method, because in the advanced method there are only 4 main steps, but you have to learn a lot more algorithms and more logical thinking in order to be able to solve the cube like that. So the more steps you break it down into, the easier it is. The second thing is that the incorporation of logical thinking along with algorithms really cuts down on how many algorithms you have to learn. So what I mean by that is there's kind of really small differences in different permutations, such as just like one turn before doing an algorithm. So you can come up with rules to just say, put this piece here before doing a set of moves, and therefore you don't have to learn like 4 different possibilities or 4 different algorithms for one piece being like in 4 different places on the top layer. You can just say, put this piece here and then do it, and then you don't have to learn an extra 3 algorithms. And also another example of this is when you solve the cross. So if you take, there's 4 pieces in the cross, and if you worked out where those pieces could be and every single different possibility, it would be a ton of algorithms and no one would want to learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube. But by using logical thinking, you can figure out and kind of create your own algorithm for each separate time you solve it. On the fly, you can just come up with your own algorithm if you want to think of it that way. So by logical thinking, you can just come up with a solution like so, without having to learn any algorithms. And like I said, the incorporation of logical thinking within algorithms, such as when you're solving the corners, so there's really only 3 main algorithms, but there's many more different cases. But by using little setup moves such as just top layer turns and things like that, it makes it a lot easier. So hopefully that kind of explains why the Rubik's Cube is a lot easier to solve than memorizing 43 quintillion different combinations of moves. And hopefully that explains it in kind of plain English if you want to think of it that way. So I hope you kind of learned from this video, and thank you for watching.